morning, December 4th. I'm out here at the Hydrocut. I started an hour early for my run group to get some kilometers into my own. It's chilly, it's like 0, feels like -4. I made something new. If you're new to my channel, the Hydrocut is in Waterloo region. It's actually a mountain biking park. So it's challenging to run trail on, and this is about as technical trail as we get in our area. It's December, it's really muddy, kind of frozen, so the park is actually closed for mountain bikers, but you can still walk and run on it. So the Hydrocut's very nice because it's actually labeled. You have start labels and labels like these that are on the trail that tell you what's coming. The start labels will have a name. I think I'll go the other way. The start labels have a name and a distance, and if it's good for walkers, runners, and cyclists. There are some trails like this one I'm actually on is not meant for runners. And I can understand why. The rule of thumb also is bikers have the right of way. So if a biker's coming up behind me, they should let me know, and I should just move off to the side if I can. As a group, if I'm the last, I'll let them know there's 4 runners ahead of me. Some of the cyclists let us know if there's people behind them as well, like two cyclists for them, which is really nice. It is run by our region. There's a Waterloo Region Mountain Biking Association that maintains this. So they actually make the trails and they'll do maintenance. A couple of months back there was a big windstorm. We had a lot of trees down. So they actually closed it to cyclists. And then they had a cleanup day. So come in, chainsaw a bunch of trees. They also do a cleanup day in the spring every year too, getting it ready. Here we are at the end of the trail. So the exit will have the name and the exit saying we shouldn't go that way. There's meet-up points like this, fairly wide open space so bikers can meet up. This is an entrance. Name, cyclists and runners are allowed. Advanced, and how long it is. There's a multi-purpose trail that does a big loop around the whole park. And that actually takes you out to the parking lot I've parked in. I'm going to go run Jessica. This is Jessica. It's fairly flat. I do run along the side of a hill. So that's the start and there. And I'm gonna come back and do Fuzzy Bunny, which is that one over there, which I love, and it's actually not, as a runner you're not allowed on it, but I'll show you that one in a minute. Let's run Jessica. So here I am at the end of Jessica. Back to this big meeting area. I'm gonna do Fluffy Bunny and head back to the parking lot to meet up with the group. So here's Fluffy Bunny. Walkers, runners not allowed. 650 meters. So coming up is a perfect example of safety. They built a wall because the hill's very steep, and there's a fence because there's a trail down there. Really steep. So they're about safety for bikers and runners. I guess this is the part that I like the most out of Fuzzy Bunny. As you can see, there's actually a wall right there that we're running on. And we pop out at the main trail. Icy out here.
Yeah. Look at it. Nothing crazy. How you feeling today?
I feel like I'm coming down with something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This is very sluggish and had troubles working today.
What are you allowed to call it?
So I actually worked a little bit today.
Yeah.
And I pulled my knitting out to do.
Yeah.
And I started where I had my sticky note. And I did 2 rows and I'm like, well, that doesn't look good. I'm like, that's definitely not the pattern.
Yeah.
So then I was nice today, Ben.
Be nice every day, bro.
I helped 3 people in the grocery store.
You pick up stuff off the top shelf?
I picked up stuff off the top shelf. I walked down the makeup cosmetic aisle to get nail clippers. And there's this guy in the aisle with a phone.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't even think he said anything. Or he was like, and he went like this.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And then I looked at it and then I turned around and I was like, I'm like looking like this. And he's like, I'm like, L'Oreal. Okay, down here. L'Oreal. Okay, mascara. I'm like, mascara. And then I didn't even see, because there's so many rows.
Yeah.
And there's like a big thing that sticks out to hold lipstick.
Yeah.
And there was some like hanging, so I could see like half the package.
Yeah.
And I'm like, looking over his shoulders because he's bent down. And I'm looking at him like,
Bill,
one of those two.
you're yelling.
Stop yelling! And it turns out it was one of the ones I thought it was. And then, funny, the aisle next door to it, but it was at the end of my trip because I forgot about bars. One lady's like, I'm looking for nuts. I'm like, or she's like, do you shop here often? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I'm looking for nuts. I'm like, kind of nuts, like bulk nuts, like mixed nuts, or like the nuts you have to like break with a yeah. And she's like, bulk nuts. And I'm like, see this big wall behind me? Just on the other side in that corner. She's like, thank you. Morning. It's December 11th, Saturday. Out for a run. I'm out a bit early to get more kilometers in my run group. It's actually going to be 13 degrees. I'm actually in short pants.